Hi friends, welcome to the Business Studies class. Today in this module, we are going to learn about the changing role of public sector. Public sector in India was created to achieve two categories of objectives. They are to speed up economic growth of the country and to achieve a more equitable distribution of income and wealth among the people. At the time of independence, it was expected that the public sector enterprises would play an important role in achieving certain objectives of the economy, either by direct participation in the business or by acting as a catalyst. The public sector would build up infrastructure for other sectors of the economy and invest in key areas. The private sector was unwilling to invest in projects which required heavy investment and had long gestation periods. The important points to be considered in the changing role of public sector are: first one, development of infrastructure; second one, regional balance; third point, economies of scale. The next point is check over concentration of economic power, import substitution, government policy towards the public sector since 1991, reduction in the number of industries reserved for the public sector from 17 to 8. First point is development of infrastructure. The development of infrastructure is a prerequisite for industrialization in any country. In the pre-independence period, basic infrastructure was not developed and therefore industrialization progressed at a very slow pace. The process of industrialization can't be sustained without adequate transportation and communication facilities, fuel, energy, and basic and heavy industries. The private sector did not show any initiative to invest in heavy industries or develop it in any manner. They did not have trained personnel or finances to immediately establish heavy industries, which was the requirement of the economy. Then second point is regional balance. The government is responsible for developing all regions and states in a balanced way and removing regional disparities. Most of the industrial progress was limited to few areas like the port towns in the pre-independence period. After 1951, the government laid down in its 5-year plans that particular attention would be paid to those regions which were lagging behind and public sector industries were deliberately set up. Four major steel plants were set up in the backward areas to accelerate economic development, provide employment to the workforce, and develop ancillary industries. Third point is economies of scale, where large scale industries are required to be set up with a huge capital outlay. The public sector had to set up in to take advantage of economies of scale. Electric power plants, natural gases, petroleum and telephone industries are some example of the public sector setting up large scale units. These units required a larger base to function economically, which was only possible with the government resources and mass scale of production. Next point is check over concentration of economic power. The public sector acts as a check over the private sector. In the private sector, there are very few industrial houses which would be willing to invest in heavy industries, with the result that wealth gets concentrated in a few hands and monopolistic practices are engaged. Next point is import substitution. During the second and third 5-year plan period, India was aiming to be self-reliant in many spheres. Obtaining foreign exchange was only a problem, and it is very difficult to import heavy machinery required for a strong industrial base. At that time, public sector companies involved in heavy engineering, which would help in import substitution, were established. Simultaneously, several public sector companies like STC and MMTC have played an important role in expanding exports of the country. Next point is government policy towards the public sector since 1991. The Government of India had introduced four major reforms in the public sector in its new industrial policy 1991. The main elements of the government policy are as follows. First one, restructure and revive potentiality viable PSUs, then close down PSUs which can't be revived, then bring down government equality or equity in all non-strategic PSUs to 26% or lower if necessary. And last element is fully protect the interest of the workers. Last point is disinvestment of shares of a set of public sector enterprises. Disinvestment involves a sale of equity shares to the private sector and the public sector. The objective was to raise the resources and encourage wider participation of the general public and the workers in the ownership of these enterprises. The government had taken a decision to withdraw from the industrial sector and reduce its equity in all the undertakings. It was expected that this would lead to improving the managerial performance and ensuring financial discipline. Thank you.